Good morning, I'm Steve Johnson, and here's a look at the latest from the Dove newsroom. Thousands of residents in the Pacific Northwest remained without power Sunday as the remnants of potentially apocalyptic typhoon began to fizzle out. Emergency crews in Oregon and Washington worked through the weekend to restore power lines and remove dozens of downed trees to clear roads that the storm had damaged over the past 2 days. The storm was originally forecast to be one of the worst in recent history. Officials with the National Weather Service say they plan to study why the storm was not as extreme as anticipated over the next few weeks. A Republican Party official in North Carolina calling the torching of a political party office political terrorism. State Republican Executive Director Dallas Woodhouse says Republican offices around North Carolina are re-examining their security. It comes after a bottle with flammable liquid was thrown through the window of the Orange County Republican Party headquarters.
This is a horrific act of political terrorism, one that we will not succumb to and one that we will answer.
Authorities also say someone spray painted an anti-GOP slogan referring to Nazi Republicans on a nearby wall. Syrian residents in the opposition-held eastern part of Aleppo dealt with the aftermath of more airstrikes. Latest wave of destructive strikes continue the intense clashes between government forces and rebels. Aleppo, which has pretty much been still reduced to ruins, has strongholds both for the rebels and government forces which they're trying to gain. The U.S. and Russian talks about ceasefires and humanitarian aid are a thing of the past as the war-torn region sees no end in sight to the destruction. The aerial bombardment was part of a week-long devastating military campaign by Syria and Russia that the opposition says has killed dozens of people in the past 3 days alone. 18 years after Oregon legalized marijuana for medical use and 2 years after voters decided to allow the use of recreational pot, many Oregonians will think that they're experiencing deja vu when they see an issue on their ballot for the November 8th election. Oregon voters legalized recreational marijuana in 2014, but Measure 91 gave counties and towns the opportunity to opt out and ban pot businesses. About 100 towns and counties did so. Now residents of about 50 of them will be voting on that issue once again. We continue our Dove Newsroom series highlighting the work of the Jackson County Clerk's Office and the processing it takes to execute an election. The November 8th general election is now less than 30 days away. Deadlines of registration are this week. Voters receiving their voter pamphlets and ballots are being mailed out. And Chris Walker says that if you can't make it to their office, you can go online for registration by the October 18th deadline. Let's take a look now at the weather scene and what we can expect for our area. Yes, there's still a chance for rain in Northern California with a high of 57 today, then clearing skies for the rest of the week with temperatures slowly on the rise, could get up to 70 by Thursday. Moving into the Klamath Basin area, rain today and a slight chance tomorrow as well with the highs in the low 50s, then up to 59 on Wednesday. Things drying out, 64s expected for the highs Thursday and Friday. Along the Oregon coastal area, we will see rain for the next few days. 59 today and tomorrow, 63 Wednesday and Thursday, clearing a little bit on Friday. And for Central Oregon, a good chance for rain today, high of 54. Clearing out tomorrow, 51, 59 on Wednesday, 64 Thursday. And for Southern Oregon in the Medford area, 58 with a pretty good chance of rain today, clearing tomorrow with a high of 60. Could get up to 69 by Thursday, 68 on Friday. And that's a look at news and weather. You're up to date.